one drunk wiki.
Excellent.
Attaboy!
Come here, sissy.
Welcome back to X Television. This is the highlight recap section of this episode. Right now, we're just looking at Blackstar here in this key back cap. As you can see, he fires 3 rockets there, reloads, fires 2 more, reloads, fires 2 more, and now he is out of rockets and has to humiliatingly just stare at Enigma as he captures the point. So in the background here, I'm going to run some highlight clips. We're just going to loop through them a couple times and while we sit down and chat with Complexity's Pure. Congratulations on an excellent game. A really dominant performance by your team. What were your thoughts going into and coming out of this game?
What's up, eXtine? Coming into the game, we were pretty prepared. Carnage has been playing a lot. Everyone on the team's been playing a lot. So we came up with a couple strategies for middle to deal with Seal's aggressiveness and Alex Watt, if Alex Watt was going to be showing up that game. But coming out of the game, we were pretty happy. A win is a win, and we played really solid. We played the way we'll play against any team and really want to win.
There were 2 smooth back caps in that match, one from each of your scouts. Were they communicating those movements with the team, or just jumping on the point out of instinct?
Depending on the quality of the Uber, everyone on the team decides whether or not we need to do something clever or continue with the fight just to win with brute force. And when I say quality of Uber, I mean whether we pop after a team, before a team, if we have to multi-Uber a lot of people. Basically, I make the decision and I say good Uber, bad Uber, or something like that. And from there, we decide if we're going to go for a back cap, and so on and so on. And people respond so much in this game, you get the opportunity to stop a cap in middle. So having a good scout go try and back cap is great, because more likely than not they'll be able to kill that person respawning on them, and a solid snake, a relic, a Jaeger, or even myself can jump on the point and stop it. It's not enough teams use back caps anymore. It's more of an old school style of play. And it's great. We love it.
Towards the end of this tournament, some teams had difficulties fielding a full roster. The grand prize was cash plus 6 Killer Xeno Pro Network cards. Do you think that there would have been less trouble with rosters and backups if the grand prize was 7 Killer Network cards?
Problems with rosters is a really hard topic to discuss. You only reach your full potential when you play with the same 6 players week in and week out. And when you're mixing and matching, you really don't reach your full potential. It's tough. I've been on a few teams where we had 3 scouts and it didn't work out. I was on a team called Tool Academy that had 3 scouts and it worked out great, but I'd be a liar if I said by the end of the season if we didn't settle on 2 of them. Now, the teams in this league that have 6 players or 7 players, they really need to think long term. You can't delay games. You can't show up with 5 players. It's nearly impossible to win with 5 players, as Complexity learned in the Alienware tournament. But to deal with roster issues, you need to think ahead. Not to the extent that Blight deals with their roster issues, but Loaded, now Complexity, had roster issues last year last season and the season before, and they remedied that by getting a full-time medic in me. And when I'm not around, Glue can show up. If we have a heavy class missing, Anime Man can show up. So we have answers. But teams like Pandemic, where they have 6 people, there's no excuse. They should bear the brunt. We shouldn't cater to them or cater to any other teams that have roster issues. Think ahead, get more players on your roster, and if there's any other problems, we'll address them. But I don't have any time to waste on teams that only want to roster 6 people.
In the ESCA Invite League, there are only 2 more weeks of regular season matches. Who do you think is going to be at the LAN?
With 2 more weeks of regular season, who's going to the LAN? That is the $1 million question. The 3, 4, and 5 slot are wide open. I'm saying someone could join ESCA right now, start playing, and maybe get the 4th spot. Obviously not, but we're looking at Pandemic, I7, and Loaded. Loaded has a couple roster issues which might prevent them from taking top 4, but if it was up to me, I would see Complexity at the top because we're the best. e.g. number 2 because they have Reptile. Number 3 would be Pandemic because they have an overall very highly skilled team. And number 4, Loaded, because I want to see them at LAN. And I think they have the ability. Maybe if they make a roster change or put a little bit more effort in, they should do it. But that's who I think will be at the LAN.
Currently at Community Fortress, there is a poll asking who would win in a LAN match, Complexity or Dignitas. When do you think Complexity TF2 will make it to a European LAN?
Complexity and Dignitas. Another $1 million question. Who would win on LAN? Now, I do need to do a shout out to Reptile's old team, the old Pandemic. Alex What, Sickness, Reptile, Oplade. I apologize if I'm missing people. Rep, Newbie, and the Fragile. That team was the best and rocked Europe. Got second place in some tournament. They were the best team around. A player or two were fishy, but in general, on LAN they beat every team also. So it's a shout out to them. They should definitely be included. Complexity or Dignitas? Who would win a LAN match? Dignitas has a lot more experience on LAN in TF2. Complexity, my team, I know our capability. I know when we practice and we show up to play, we can almost never lose. So it's a tough question. I'm not going to answer that because obviously I would say Complexity, but I have so much respect for Dignitas. They're great players. I grew up in this game being a fan of Bibbin and Rib, Himsey when he was on the team. So a lot of respect for those guys. Will we make it to a LAN? If there is a LAN, I know they're talking about DreamHack upping the prize a little bit, but prize purse, excuse me. But if there is a LAN and it's worth a good amount of money, I know Complexity will send us. So yes, I can see us entering or arriving in a European LAN, but it depends. There's not much response to TF2 in the gaming community, which is pretty pathetic, and that's partially because community is run by failures. But there's a couple good personalities out there that are helping out. But to answer your question fully, yes, we'll make it to a LAN if there is a LAN, and who will win on LAN? I don't know. I'm not sure.
All right, well, great. Thanks, Pure. Thanks for taking the time to sit down and chat. And best of luck for your team moving forward. Congratulations on another famous victory. Also, thanks to Alienware, the CEVO administrators, iGames, and Killer Edge for making this tournament happen. The more sponsored tournaments, the better, and this certainly went off pretty well. Very exciting championship match. The acclaimed TF2 Movie Maker Decap is going to be making a highlight video for this event. Look for that in the coming months, and if you haven't gotten him your demos yet, better get on it. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Check out TGBF TV for some upcoming shoutcasts from Wonderful and myself, and maybe another one by Molk and DJ59 coming up as well. Thanks for watching again. Peace. Play friendly.